Well, the biggest thing, one of the large components of the junior ROTC program is community service, because we're trying to teach our students to be good leaders. We want them to be good citizens, and to be good citizens, we feel that they need to learn how to give back to their community. So therefore, community service is a very big deal. And the Salvation Army is one of many organizations that I think are really great at providing that community service. So that's why I'm trying to get our junior ROTC units more involved with the Salvation Army, because of all the good that we see with the Salvation Army. A significant interaction with the Salvation Army for me occurred right after 9/11. When 9/11 occurred, I was stationed at a military organization called the Joint POW MIA Accounting Command, which is located at Hickam Air Force Base in Honolulu, Hawaii. And I should preface that I'm a retired naval officer, and I was a dentist with the Navy, and I was stationed doing forensic dentistry at the forensic lab. The horrible day, 9/11 came, and of course we had the tragedy at the World Trade Center. And I received a phone call to come out and assist with the New York City Medical Examiner's office to help identify the remains of those people who were killed when the World Trade Center collapsed. And when we were at the medical examiner's office in downtown Manhattan, there were a lot of temporary structures that were set up to support this huge effort. Of course, there were several thousand people that we lost, and this was a big operation. But one of the first groups that I came in contact with was the Salvation Army. And I remember when my first day, I had flown in from Hawaii and was getting settled in the morning, and I happened to be talking to one of the Salvation Army volunteers, because one of the structures I worked in, one of the temporary buildings I worked in, was right next to the Salvation Army facilities at the medical examiner's office. And when the Salvation Army rep found out I was from Hawaii, the first thing he did, he gave me a phone card. Now this is back before everybody had cell phones, and he knew that my family was back in Hawaii while I was in New York City. And so that became very valuable to me, being able to communicate with my family on a daily basis. One of the things that so impressed me about the Salvation Army is they were there for us, and it seemed like no matter what we needed or wanted, they had it there. But the biggest thing is they had a facility set up to feed all of us. Now keep in mind, there are many people there. This is the medical examiner's office. I was working side by side with the firefighters who had lost some of their fellow shipmates in that tragic episode. And it was like, whatever we want, they would make a meal for us. Now, because of the nature of the work, a lot of times I wouldn't eat until I got done with my shift. And usually our shift started at 7 in the morning, and you'd go till 7 or 9 o'clock at night. And so you're pretty tired, you're pretty hungry. But I usually didn't eat much during the day. It's not the type of work you do and you have much of an appetite. But at the end of the day, if I just wanted a sandwich, they made it right there for me. Or if I wanted a hot meal. It was always there.